If you love what we do, then please consider supporting CryptFail on Patreon. Your support helps us grow and to create more content more often. And now, on with the show.
No, is Cipher figuring out if she slept or something like that?
Maybe.
Good. Except not. Gonna have to train those cats to, like, make Cipher sleep somehow.
Smother her with affection until she, like, lays down and goes to sleep?
Yeah.
So she can't breathe?
Yeah. Until she passes out, and then they'll let her breathe again.
Interesting. Maybe you can create a spell to magically make them 10 times bigger than they normally are. Oh God, I've just given Terrence a wicked idea.
I mean,
but imagine the cat food bills, right?
But
oh, we did at some
if you
point.
don't remember, Terrence already knows how to make creatures bigger than they are.
That's true. We did at
He
some
did
point
it for
determine
Morticia.
how much it costs to feed a cat per week, but I forget.
Oh yes, we got paid, didn't we?
5,000, yes. Before
$5,000.
Christmas.
Split 3 ways.
No, it was 5,000 each, wasn't it?
Mr. GM?
I've written 5,000 each.
Was it 5,000 each? How much was... Okay. It was 5,000 each.
Great, that's...
I like how Aaron's just sitting there waiting for you to come to the conclusion that it's 5,000 each.
That's what I wrote down, and normally the only thing I'm good at keeping track of is money, because I have to.
And space fuel.
Oh, Star Wars, yes. Well, that too. That I suppose I also have to, because if we didn't keep track of that, we would not.
Okay, but I better write down 5,000 credits.
And then how much was I going to pay you? I was going to pay you each 7,500.
Money. Oh, it's got a thing with money. Wow. I've got a value in my money slot
Nice.
on my character sheet now.
You actually have some money.
I actually have some money.
I know, it's
Hey.
nice.
On Aaron's face. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay. Let's do things. Let's actually do things.
Well, Cipher's not at Cornerstones.
Terrence is sleeping. Probably until like 1 in the afternoon at this point.
What time were we supposed to be on the job?
Well, whenever Terrence does get up and go downstairs, Wren will be there. Yes, the bird. The Cornerstone's bird that we all know and love.
It's a blue bird. Wears a pirate hat.
Everyone's favorite bird. Cornerstone's bird.
So is Cipher not going to show up at Cornerstones?
Not by the time you guys wake up, at least anyway.
So not by like 1 in the afternoon.
I don't think she slept. Well, Wren's at
All right, well-
Cornerstones.
It was
Terrence
two-
will
Well, we'll
wander
start with one
downstairs at about 1:30ish.
And Wren's just sitting at a table drinking coffee and looking slightly anxious.
Terrence will also get a coffee, and he'll look around pointedly and unimpressedly notice that Cipher isn't there. And then he will go over to talk to Wren. Hey, Wren.
Hi.
How's it going?
I don't know. How are you?
I'm okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Cipher is not here.
That is...
I have the feeling that means she didn't sleep again, and she's passed out somewhere. And I really do need her to do computer stuff.
Yeah. I mean... Have you tried calling or texting?
Wren would have texted. I'm guessing she wouldn't have got a response.
Definitely not.
Definitely not, yeah. She is not answering texts.
Well, let me give her a call.
Alright.
Why's the GM got his phone out?
I'm just transferring maps.
Hey?
I'm transferring maps.
Ah.
And to call Cipher.
Does... Ring. Oh my gosh.
The phone just rings out.
Terrence is going to text Mala.
Ha. I didn't know we could do that.
Well, Terrence can. He's known her for a long time. What was the name of that skeleton again?
Dylan?
Dylan, thank you.
Why?
Well, because, and he turns his phone around to show you the text that he just sent Mala, and it says, "Hey Mala, can you send Dylan over to check on Cipher, please?"
Oh no. Can Dylan get into your house?
The girl never locks the door.
True. Well, I mean, I imagine that would wake her up, possibly traumatize her as well. Definitely wake her up, though. Huh.
Now, if I could get her to be excited about installing home security so I can check on her well-being as much as she's excited about upgrading my car, that would be nice.
Maybe tell her she can't do anything to the car until she's put in security.
She'd probably set it on a loop that made it look like she's totally fine and healthy and normal.
Huh. Well... yeah, I guess we don't know anyone else who's, like, really great at computers who could check that. I guess, although I seem to recall Dylan was, like, hacking into Cipher's stuff at one point. She got all upset about that while we were supposed to be doing something else.
It's part of why I asked Mala to send him.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll see how that goes.
Mildly grumpy background Adam noises.
That wasn't grumpy. That was a asthmatic cough.
I'm sorry.
Me too. It sounded like a response.
Nope. I was just clearing my throat before I respond and taking that time to consider my response as what woke her up.
Okay.
So how far away is the house from Cornerstones?
It's a 20-minute drive.
Okay, so they wouldn't hear her screaming.
Nope. Nope. We would not.
Okay, so Terrence's phone ring. Actually, yeah, Terrence's phone rings.
Hello.
It's oh, what's her name? Cipher.
That is her name. Yes.
It's what's her name? Catalina.
She's calling from 7C.
Cypher's so scared she's forgotten her name and is having a mild identity crisis.
Yes.
Yep. She's definitely having an identity crisis at the moment. She's like, what? Why are you ringing me so early? What do you want?
You didn't sleep again, did you?
Far out. Did you have to send Dylan?
You weren't
scared the
answering
jeebus
your
out of me. I
phone.
thought I was dead.
Sorry, Cipher. Just wanted to make sure you were alive, and who better to send than Dylan, who somehow knows how to get through all of your hacker nonsense.
Yes, my arch nemesis. She's looking up at Dylan. He's probably just staring at her with a blank, faceless, how dare you expression.
So he's standing there like an empty skull, and he maybe opens his jawbone to hiss at you.
That's not me.
Well, I'm not sure when he became your arch nemesis, but it's good to know you're making friends.
I dare say the day I was born. And she's looking at him. Although you can't really see it, but she's looking at Dylan with... As she switched to a video call, you can now see she's got a very...
Just to show herself glaring at a skeleton.
Yep. She's
Terrence
glaring
goes over to
at
sit
something.
beside Wren so she can see this too.
Oh.
I knew
Hi,
it
Dan.
would work.
Hi,
Wait.
Cipher.
What the dickens? What time is it?
It's like 1:30, Wren. Yes, Wren, it is also 1:30, but Cipher, you need to know this more than Wren does, because she probably already knew.
Yeah, I know what time it is.
She wipes the drool that's off on her left side of her face, and like hers all matted and messy. She's looks like she never got changed out of the clothes that she was wearing at Cornerstones.
You should go shower up, girlie. We got a job to do.
But I don't know. Is she okay? Should she just sleep?
It looks like she did another face plant into the floor. But I don't know, girlie, are you going to face plant on a job?
You didn't face plant on the floor. And she's looking down. You can see with the video phone, there's this imprint in a large beanbag next to her.
Oh, that's better than the floor.
And it's got a big wet patch there.
You.
Cipher, if you need
At least
to
it's better than
sleep,
last time.
If you need to sleep, if you can just give me something that I can use to hack. I don't know. If you need to sleep, you don't have to come. And I'll still pay you.
All right.
Worried.
And she
Hang
hangs
on,
up.
did you forget? Ah, hey! Oh, that rotten kid.
Well, that's one way to end a phone call. I don't really know if she is a kid. I think she's either like actually a kid, like she's a teenager, or I think she's like 100.
I'm just appreciating the unintentional laughter I caused in both of these two guys. It's just something my grandma used to call me when I was
A
being
rotten
annoying. Yep, she'd have her wooden spoon and she'd be like, "Get out of the kitchen, you rotten kid." And I'd be like, "Okay, grandma, bye."
Yeah. I was also blamed for breaking a wooden spoon, even though I wasn't the one using it. It may have been my ass being hit.
Oh no.
But now look at what you made me do. Break them with the spoon. It's like, well, you shouldn't be hitting me with it.
Oh my goodness.
I sent Mr. GM a message too, because I need to know something.
While that's going on, Terrence is going to quickly finish his coffee. He's going to go see about getting, like, something snackish and breakfasty. I don't know, maybe a breakfast burrito from the kitchen fairies. And then he's going to look over his shoulder at Wren, and he's like, "Do you want to help me with figuring out what in the heck that girl is up to?"
Yes. Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, let's go. And he will take his food and head out to the car.
And Wren will follow.
And if nothing else happens in the meantime, he will drive back to the house. But I will give that a minute. Unless
Something was triumphant.
you guys have resolved.
Cipher has triumphed at something. Hopefully being
Wren
awake.
feels a disturbance in the force.
So, it's 2 successes, which is not huge, but it's not terrible by any means. I mean, it's a definite success, but there's a triumph. So you just need to think how the... so it would work, like you've done what you were trying. It's not as great as it could be, because of the... you could obviously get more successes. But the triumph is obviously a boon that's going to be good. You know what I mean? And it has to be good. It's a triumph, so it's a definite boon. But the downside is it's a 2 success, not like a 4 or a 6 success. Obviously, the more successes, the better it is. So it does work, but there is a really good boon though. So that's how you sort of gotta, like, maybe more successes cuts through the ice faster. You know what I mean? Like if you had 6 successes, it would cut through it faster.
Yep.
Yeah. But you have a boon.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was thinking, rather than this program taking, a couple of minutes to hack in, you actually have to stick there for about 20 minutes before it actually. But it'll do the job.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But there is a massive boon. You do have a big boon with that triumph that will do something really positive.
Allow access to their servers once it's finally in.
Well, that's what the thing's going to do, right? Like if you'd had that without the triumph, that's what it would do, right? So then the triumph isn't being a triumph. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, she never actually. Okay.
The triumph is a boon. Something.
Okay. Can I allow this?
I'm listening.
I'm
It's being
not
typed.
saying.
Huh.
How devious.
And
it'd be a Cipher thing to do. No, it's dubious.
Which one?
It's a matter of perspective, actually.
We all get disappointed by triumphs for some reason. Well, it's like, darn it, I have to think of something that went really well. This is hard. We're not used to things going well.
Yes, we aren't.
Alright, but what about that one time when I rolled a failure with triumph?
I've done that too. I forget when, but it's awful. Because then you're like... So you're like, it didn't work, but also something was great! Huh.
Yeah, you did the wrong thing really, really, really well.
Cool. That's good.
Great.
Okay, I know what Cypher's doing.
We arrive at the house. Terrence has eaten his breakfast burrito, and he gets out of the car. And he goes up to the front door, and he doesn't even take out his keys. He just tries to see if it's locked.
And Wren is following and looking disapproving at the unlocked door.
Did Dylan leave the door open, or did he close it?
He closed it.
Or did he even leave?
Is he still there?
Does Cipher know, or did she just start going, oh?
No, she just started doing that, yes.
Well, I guess we'll find out if Dylan's still there.
So she's not even aware of if Dylan's still there.
Wow. Alright, well, I probably... We didn't give Dylan a key, so if Cipher left the door unlocked and Dylan left, he wouldn't have been able to lock it behind him, theoretically. So Terrence is just gonna walk into the house, sigh deeply, look around to see if he can see the kittens immediately to make sure they didn't escape or something.
Yeah, if Dylan had left the door open, the cats are just gone. Oh no.
Well, the kittens aren't anywhere.
They're not anywhere.
They have moved to another dimension.
See.
They have been sacrificed to Cthulhu, okay.
The kittens are not anywhere.
They're now used as Dylan's eyes.
They have been reverse summoned.
Ew. Alright.
What?
Terrence is going to immediately go down to the basement to see if Cipher's there.
And Wren's still just following.
She is down there.
Is Dylan there?
Yep, watching Cipher code.
Cypher's madly banging away on her keyboard in front of the multiple monitors that she has, and she has one kitten asleep in front of her keyboard, another kitten asleep on her lap.
Cipher?
And she looks a little bit startled, looks over at you two, and she's like, stops banging away on the keyboard. She pulls out the thumb drive. I've got it.
Thanks?
That'll do the job for you.
Thank you.
Did you just pump that out in 20 minutes?
It's all she wanted. Like, it's only just a little program to access a server. I mean, I've got a few of these laying around. It just requires a wee bit of editing.
It's very...
And she scratches the back of her head, and the hair's just going everywhere.
Well, thank you. That's very impressive. Hi, Dylan.
Oh, wait. You're still here?
Oh my god.
Be gone, Nemesis.
And he leans over and taps at some of your code and just sort of goes, and leaves.
Cipher looks really offended.
Cipher, does he think he's your nemesis, or do you just think he's your nemesis?
He is.
Is he aware of this?
As soon as I was born, he became my nemesis.
Wow.
Oh, God.
She looks back at her code, and she looks closer. She looks at Dylan disappearing up the staircase. She looks back at the code again, and she types in. She starts changing a few things.
So you didn't sleep again?
What? I slept.
When? Where?
20-minute nap doesn't count,
She's-
Cipher.
Pointing over at the beanbag.
You need a bed, and you need to sleep in it every night for like
Well-
6 or more hours.
Well,
Maybe-
Wren, technically,
We were supposed to
still
go
don't-
boxing shopping today.
have
For a bed?
mattresses. We were gonna get some today.
Oh, okay.
But we, look at this app, Cipher, and, Terrence shows her the app on his phone for buying things online, and he's like, you can get a mattress for, a quarter of the price that you could at an actual store, and they deliver it to your house all rolled up in this crazy mattress burrito.
Yeah, one of those ones that comes in boxes. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you need to buy mattresses, you can do that. I can go. I have the thing from Cipher now, so I can go.
I thought you wanted us with you.
I mean, I do, but I don't. If you need to do other things, like sleep or do important things, then that is also fine.
Don't we need to pick up the kid today?
Yes, but what I'm saying is if you have other things you need to do, then I can do it.
Terrence blinks at Wren for a second, and then he presses 3 buttons on his phone, and then he shows her, and he goes, the mattresses have been ordered. They're coming tomorrow.
Okay, that's good. I thought you were calling 911 for a second.
So did I.
No, it's just... He presses 3 buttons.
Oh, gosh. You guys are so paranoid. Why would I call 911?
I don't know. Thought it was some kind of threat. If you
Cypher's
try and make
looking
us
up
not
into the
come,
sky.
I'm calling.
Innocent look on her face. No reason. I'll grab a quick shower and I'll be with you.
Okay.
Is this a formal thing we're going to? Or is it sort of the sneaky spy thingy?
Neither? I guess.
Casual?
Sure.
Casual.
What is the correct attire for returning a hostage, Cipher?
A hostage child.
Body armor.
Shouldn't be necessary. As far as I was informed, there shouldn't be any trouble.
Okay.
Whatever that counts for.
Alright. Cipher runs up. She jumps out of a chair and didn't realize she had the kitten on her lap.
Oh,
the
no.
kitten goes flying onto the floor.
No.
But it lands on its 4 feet.
Which cat?
Have you ever interacted with a kitten? They're not very coordinated.
Well, this is Wren we're talking about.
The most coordinated of kittens.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay.
The rat kitten. The one that was all scrawny and... Yep. And Cipher runs upstairs. Oh, sorry, Wren.
Oh, and sorry,
And...
small cat Wren, that you were thrown.
Yeah, you can hear the shower running, and then a high-pitched squeal.
What's going on now?
Is she okay?
Gold, 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 gold!
Ah, okay, she's fine.
Oh, right. I forgot to tell her. You actually need to turn on the boiler if you want to have a hot shower. He kind of grimaces a little bit. And he goes over and he flips the switch for hot water. And he says, it's to save energy and bill money.
Fair
And
enough.
the planet.
That's good too. Saving money is always good.
Yeah, the only bad thing is that Cipher's shower is going to be cold for the next, 20 minutes. So,
Well,
she might be done really quick.
guess it'll help wake her up.
She is. She's done, in 3 minutes.
As soon as Terrence hears the water turn off, he flips the switch for the hot water back off.
What was the point? What was the point?
What was the point?
Flicking the switch on.
Well, he didn't know how long Cipher was going to be in the shower for.
You hear silence, and then... Wren!
Me or the cat?
The me!
Wait, what? Okay. I am gonna go see what she needs. And Wren will go upstairs and try and see what's up with Cipher.
Cypher's standing there naked. She's got no towel, clothes, or anything. She's just she's covering herself up as best that she can. But
You need
can you go ask Terrence for a towel? And I don't know where I packed my clothes.
Okay, Yep, on it. And Wren will head back down the stairs. Terry, Cipher needs clothing and a towel. Where are those?
Terrence seems to be in the middle of writing an eloquent apology note to Cipher about the shower water. He pauses, he looks up, and he's like, it's in the bedroom on the right on the top floor.
Okay.
Her boxes are in there. She should have some towels somewhere.
Okay, thank you. And Wren's gonna go grab a towel and whatever clothes she can find and give them to Cipher.
And Cipher takes them through the door, and another few minutes later she's out and she's drying her hair, but she's fully clothed.
And you should eat something.
When's this? What? Yeah, but when's the job on? I think we've got noodles downstairs.
That's a good question. I don't have a time.
Did you not get the time?
We were
Was
just
it
told
not
it
time
had to happen.
specific?
Not specific. It had to happen in the next 2 days, which is why we're doing it today, because we didn't do it yesterday.
Ah, okay. So they're not really worried about when we're turning up.
Doesn't sound like
As long
it.
as... Yeah, okay.
Terrence
Don't you
is
think we should head there as soon as...
pouring because he's in the kitchen now.
I mean, I'm all good to head there as soon as possible, but you need to eat something.
Yes, Mother.
Thank you.
I just had a thought.
What?
This kid missed Christmas with her family.
To be fair, she's missed Christmas with her family for at least a few years.
Yeah, I know, but her return date was so close to Christmas. We could have done it.
Oh, that's true.
Oh well, maybe they'll take her out for Boxing Day sales.
Oh, Cypher's eyes light up.
What?
Yes, we can go.
All the best computer parts are on sale.
And we've got money now.
How much was our rent?
Not much.
It was like
It was like 600 a month for the two of you or something ridiculous like
Yep.
that.
it was really, really underpriced.
Oh my god. That is so cheap.
I know.
Why is that so cheap? I am...
Because it's next to a graveyard with Dylan.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's
No, just Cypher's nemesis.
Cipher will get jealous if he's anyone else's nemesis.
Yeah. Marla's like, I'm sorry, Cipher, but he was my nemesis a long time before you were born.
Pretty sure Mala thinks of Dylan as a very irritating pet at this point.
Not a nemesis. Alright, Cipher eats something and then we can get going, I guess.
Alright, Cipher's takes a look at the bowl. Takes a look at the spoon sitting next to the bowl. Looks up at Terrence. What's Terrence doing? Is Terrence like looking at her or?
Terrence is leaning against the counter. He's got a cup of tea. He's reading a book. Waiting patiently.
Oh no!
What?
And what's Cipher?
What could I possibly do to cause Terrence frustration?
Flick the Cheerios at him with the spoon or whatever? She looks at Terry. Okay, what's Cipher doing? What's she doing?
I could disappoint you all and just...
She eats the cereal.
I would not be disappointed if you just ate the cereal. Just want to put that out there.
You can do whatever you want.
Yep, she picks up the bowl in her two hands. She looks sort of slyly up at Terrence, turns around, facing away from Terrence, and then upends the bowl into her face. Slowly, of course.
She just
So
dumps it
I
on her
was gonna
head.
say.
I mean, I used to do that with cereal when I was a kid.
And she's got this, like, fluid motion of chewing, swallowing, and drinking all at the same time. There are little bits of dribbling down, bits falling onto the floor.
Cipher, you just had a shower.
And she's puts the bowl down. Righty, I'm done.
Uh-huh.
See, that wasn't stressful.
Right.
It wasn't.
Terrence hands her like a giant wad of paper towels.
She wipes her face and the top half of her clothes.
Top half.
It's got like milk
Are
stains
you
on it
sure
now.
you didn't just throw the entire bowl at your face all at once? Jesus.
All right. Does anybody need to do anything before we go, Cipher? I guess you just had a shower. That's going to be as clean as we're getting you right now, I think.
Well, it's looking at. I could do with an up now. It'll be okay. I haven't
You'd
worn it for a whole
always-
day yet.
Switched out your shirt. Do you really want to smell like sour milk later?
That's true. Change your shirt.
She plods upstairs and comes back downstairs with a different shirt.
Excellent. Okay. Before we go,
Right.
does anybody need anything else or need to know anything else?
Just my bag with my laptop is, I think, all we need. Do you want me to bring me shotty?
You what?
Her shotgun.
No, Cipher, you won't have enough room for all the things you want to buy if you put that in your bag.
I like the assumption that this is going to go perfectly smoothly with enough time for Boxing Day shopping. That's optimistic.
We're picking the kid up, then we're going shopping.
No, that's not where we're taking this kid.
It's incentive to
I
get
thought-
the job done quickly.
I thought we were taking the kids shopping.
No, we
Isn't-
can't. I don't think the people we're supposed to drop her off with would like that very much.
Her loss. Alright, shall we go? And she races down the basement, picks up her bag, pats the kittens, and then heads back up.
Yeah. I think I'm good to go. Alright, I've got the address on a chip. I'm assuming Terry's driving. Wren will show the address to Terry.
Cipher will jump in the back seat.
Terrence will look at it and he'll key the address into his Google Maps and he'll be like, alright, I got it.
It is an hour away in a very, very well-to-do area.
Of course it is.
Okay. Do you have the address for where we're going after that, too?
We're going to As Technology after that. We can just look that up. The address is available.
Alright. Well, see you later, Wren.
The cat or me? Because I'm coming with you.
The cat's still downstairs, Wren.
Okay, then why are you saying goodbye to me when I'm in the car and coming with you?
Oh, wait, when did you get in the car? For one. And for two, I thought you were going to go do something else while we picked up the kid.
No, I'm doing something else once we get to As Technology.
Ah. Alright. Well, let's go then.
Let's go.
And Terrence will drive to that part of town, to the address that is in his Google Maps, to a very sly-sounding Australian automated voice lady, which I heard today.
Yeah?
I heard today it was like an Australian woman on Google Maps going, calculating destination. And I was like, what?
That's not Australian.
No, I can't do it. I can't do an Australian
Crikey!
accent. I'm very bad at
When
it.
it's safe, do a U-turn.
Calculating destination.
Well, it's easy for you. Now do a woman's voice.
Crikey!
Now do a
I said
Canadian...
woman, not child.
Do a Canadian GPS.
Where you going, eh?
Where It's very Eastern Canadian, maybe.
Sorry, eh? You've missed your turn. Sorry, eh?
Sorry, eh? I'm sorry you missed your turn, eh?
Oh, goodness.
I'm sorry to all Canadians out there.
See, normally when they say when it's safe
All
to do so,
Canadians are sorry back.
the Australian one doesn't say when it's safe to do so. It just says,
Do it
"Crikey,
now."
make your turn. She'll be right, mate.
She'll be right.
Oh my goodness.
Turn when you're ready.
They'll stop for
I don't
you."
know.
Oh dear.
My voice robot tells me to turn right, and I'll like glance at the map thing, and my next turn is a left. So it's just straight up giving me the wrong directions, and I'm like, why is this happening? I don't understand.
Oh no.
Luckily, Terry doesn't have that problem.
That's good.
And unless something happens, we get there.
And they're really big houses. And the one that you think you need it's a walled house, and it's definitely a mansion. And there's a large gate with two large-looking Asian gentlemen standing outside of it, and the gate has red characters over it.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I misinterpreted that. As in the gate was reading, but that's
It's a very intelligent
that's
case.
my brain. I heard Aaron say, and the gate has read some characters all over it. I was like, what? Okay, the red characters, as in
The
like
colour.
red
right.
Chinese,
Yes.
like Asian
Yes.
characters.
The characters are red.
Yes.
Alright, well,
I'm suddenly very tired.
I'm sorry.
Preachy.
Terrence has stopped the car. He's pulled up to this gate, and he's like, all right, Wren, you're the ringleader here. What's up?
Don't enjoy that. I guess we just go tell them we're here to pick her up? Again,
Terrence has pulled up to the gate. They're probably, like, beside the car.
Yeah, knocking on the window.
Oh, okay, then I guess we just tell them why we're here.
You have to roll down the window first.
I don't know which side. Okay, are they on my side?
There was one on either side of the car. So they've actually knocked on the driver's window.
Yeah,
because that's what they normally do. So they've knocked on Terry's.
Terrence rolls down the window, and he kind of points his thumb back at Wren.
Hello. We're here to pick up Tracy Keller.
And he walks over. There's a small... It's not really a booth, but it is a booth, but it's built into the wall so it looks attractive, not just like a booth. And he presses a button, and you see a picture of you.
Oh, great. When was that taken?
You think about 6 months ago.
Oh, great. Where was it taken?
Outside Cornerstones.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's me.
And he presses a button, and the gate opens, and he walks back. Doesn't say anything, just...
Okay. And Terrence will roll forward with the car.
And it's about 100 metres before the house, and you can see there's an area for parking. And there's about 12 guys on the grounds. They have SMGs.
Submachine guns.
Yep.
Well, Terrence is, like, he's got his shoulders kind of tense. They're not up by his ears, but they're tense. And he's like, this is lovely. Look at how beautiful this garden is. We should visit for tea more often. What in the living fuck is happening?
Let's definitely come back here. I don't know what's happening.
And there's a large pond which has koi in it.
Ooh, nice.
Terrence will park in the parking area.
And a woman walks over, and she's dressed very, very formally in a suit. And she says, Wren, please come with me.
All right. And Wren will turn to Terry and Cipher and say, I will be back, I guess. And then she will get out of the car and follow.
And Cypher's waving bye.
Bye, Cipher.
Terrence is very cautiously keeping both hands on the steering wheel. He has turned off the car and he's put it in park, but he's just going to sit like that. Barely blinking.
Cipher climbs over the seat and slides down into the passenger side. Slides up to the window, watching Wren walking away. She's like peering over the edge of the window.
Got this horrifying mental image of Cipher just like being a wet noodle slithering all over everything.
Basically.
I hate it. Oh, I don't need that image in my head.
She squeaks when she moves on the seat.
It's very Adventure Time in my head right now. Oh god.
That's the drugs. That's not Cipher.
Why? That's the drugs.
Antibiotics don't do that.
Terrence isn't on any drugs.
That's that tea. You've been drinking that manatee, haven't you?
Yes, what are
What
the
are
side
you
effects
talking
does it
about,
makes you think
Cipher? I
people-
haven't had manatee in a while. I've only got a little bit left. I'm trying to save it. That stuff's expensive.
And you're led into a large foyer. And she turns to you and says, please wait here. And she goes through a large archway that's about 12 feet wide, which seems odd for a house to have something that large. And she talks to someone, and there is a... And I will send it to you just because then you'll have info if you want to or not want to.
If I want to have it or not have it?
Well, no, not the info, but, you can then...
do what I will with it, yes. I'm surprised Craig is still here. Huh. Okay. Well, if Wren sees that, she's just gonna be concerned. And continue standing there.
And then the man that you just saw walks in. And he's Asian, pretty handsome, but there's a very old sort of feel to him. Although he looks about mid-30s. And the woman comes out and goes upstairs. And he says, have all your arrangements been made?
Yes.
Good. I hope this will go without incident.
I hope so too.
And he's definitely checking you out. Like, you can feel it. Not quite the same as when you went to see the other guy, but you can feel that the touch, but like mentally.
Oh, good.
And the woman comes down with... The woman appears to be mid-20s. And he says, I now leave her in your care. Our business is concluded.
All right. Then let's go.
And the woman looks at you. She doesn't seem very apprehensive, a little bit submissive, but not afraid of you, but uncertain for sure. And she's very well dressed.
Are you ready to leave?
She nods.
All right, then come with me. And Wren's gonna head back to the car.
And give me a perception check.
Okay. Standard difficulty?
Yep.
All right. Let me remember how many dice I roll. 2 success, disadvantage, triumph.
Wow, okay.
That is a good question, because I don't even know what it could, in regards to what I see.
In general, well, you got a triumph. Oh, you got a triumph. So I don't want you to not get something.
I guess, is there anything else relevant I can notice around, or no?
I will allow you within reason to book the triumph because it's a bit tough.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't really know what else I'm trying to do here.
well, that's what I'm saying. So I'll allow you're not meant to, but you don't get them that often, and it's a bit unfair to.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So remember, you have one, and within reason, I'll allow you to spend it later, almost like inspiration.
All right, I will write that.
Just because it's tough on some of the roles when.
Yes. Well, I could probably use it later, so that's fine by me. Alright, so will she follow me out to the car?
Yes, she does. Although, for your threat, I can give you this one.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yay, a threat. Trav? I don't know. Oh no.
Okay. Alright, and while we're walking to the car, I guess I'll ask her. And it's Tracy, right? Alright. Well, we are just going to go over here. My friends are waiting in a car.
And she looks at it. At the two doors.
Yeah, give me a second.
With the half a teenage, half a girl face, half a woman face.
half a teenager? Where's the other half?
Teenager, huh?
Cypher's half there.
If Cypher's half a teenager, does that mean she's a full-on child?
That's what I'm saying. She's half a teenager. Where's the other half? Like,
I'm assuming the window's still rolled down. Is it?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, Wren's gonna say, Cipher, can you get back in the back and I'll get in the back too, and Tracy here can sit in the front?
And she slides back
squeeze
behind the door and back over the back of the seat and into the back seat.
Then Wren will open the door and move the seat and get into the back seat in a slightly more normal way.
This is normal for
Yes.
Cipher.
And then put the seat back up so Tracy can get in.
That's part of what's alarming, is that Cipher is just Adventure Time noodling all over Terrence's car.
Alright, Tracy, this is Cipher, this is Terrence, and this is Tracy.
and she gets in very proper, and she like straightens her skirt.
She doesn't slide in like
She doesn't slide in, but you notice that everything she does is like really proper, almost like a geisha dance where when they finish a move, they straighten their sleeve. Everything is like she straightens the skirt. Everything is like really proper and pristine. Everything has to be. It's like it feels like has to have a proper place in a proper way, and that includes the clothing.
All right, well,
you've been either brainwashed or trained or some combination of the two. It's nice to meet you.
It is nice to meet you too.
all right, I think we should probably go and never ever come back.
Definitely brainwashed. Okay. Terrence pulls out of the parking spot and he starts driving through the Garden of Guns.
The Garden
And
of Guns.
The Garden of Guns.
Out of yay.
And Terrence can make me a perception check.
Oh, nice, nice.
Because he might see Cipher doing something in the back seat.
That sounds ominous.
It does.
What the heck is that face?
It's Becca frowning. Becca doesn't even know what I noticed yet, and she's frowning.
Okay. I can send Becca something.
Oh. So, Cipher, did anything exciting happen while you were waiting in the car?
She's got her chin on the back of the seat where Terrence is sitting, and she's like, looks like she's trying to get her tongue down as far as she can go to lick the back of the seat, and she stops and turns to you, and she's like, "No, just the guys just walking around doing what they're doing. I didn't notice anything."
Alright.
And she goes back to trying to force her tongue as far down to try and lick the back of the seat.
She's trying to lick Terry's seat. Okay.
So
He's too busy
Wren.
noticing something else to notice that. Sorry?
Did anybody cast a spell while you were in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you by any chance catch the spell that they cast?
I mean, I don't know what it was. I can tell you what it did. Wren's just kind of looking
magic.
at, like, Tracy being like, I don't know if I should say anything while she's here.
Oh,
What
hello.
happened?
I'm Cipher. Cypher's waving to the new girl.
Oh, there was I thought it was a dragon statue, but then it was a man.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. So so yeah. So driving.
So what?
So what?
He was a statue, then he was a man?
I don't think he was a statue. And did you just notice that she was here, Cipher? That's why I asked you to move to the back seat.
Sorry, I was preoccupied with doing certain things.
Yeah, we're trying to lick Terry's seat. Okay, introductions again. Cipher, this is Tracy.
In fairness, I didn't want to take away from Terrence's concentration, driving back with all those big mean men with the guns and all.
Well, I guess now you know
Know what?
that she's here.
Oh, yes.
And she bows slightly to Cipher.
Konnichiwa. She's making a very broad assumption.
Well, she actually looks white. Like Caucasian.
I mean, her name is Tracy Keller.
But she does bow slightly to you and say, Konnichiwa, o genki desu ka?
That's a question. I know. Cypher's pulling out her laptop.
She's fine.
She's using-
Says those over his shoulder. The
She's
response
using-
is Daijobu.
She's fine, and she's looking it up now.
As we're both going to run out of Japanese really quick.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I know how to say a lot of things about food in Japanese, and that's like it.
All right, we'll just have a discussion about food.
The important things. Yep.
Important things.
Well, we need to go shopping. Yep.
No, Cipher, we're not going shopping right now.
Wait, what?
I
thought we were going
I
shopping.
already told you we're going to drop Tracy off. That's the job. We're taking Tracy where she needs to go.
Oh, back to our wee parents.
Well, actually, to some nuns. Tracy,
Yes?
what do you know about the Oriental Dragon in that place we just left?
It is Watasumi-sama.
Yeah, that's his name. I think I saw it on a letter.
And who is Watasue-sama?
The guy I spoke to, who was a dragon and then was a guy.
Alright.
Yes, he is a businessman.
Yes, he certainly seems to be.
Large multinational conglomerates.
Sounds right.
Headquarters in
Okay.
Kyoto.
And what exactly is your relationship to the people in that place?
There was a business arrangement between his company and my family's.
And you're okay with that?
It has been what it has been for 10 years.
Do you know what free will is?
Yes.
That's good. You didn't have
For
any...
that-
Oh, sorry.
10 years, did you have any?
I was well looked after. Well educated.
You didn't have any things to bring with you?
I do not.
Huh.
That's a hard no on the free will bit. Alright. Well,
Duty and honor are important.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Let's hope these nuns we're taking you to are not so bad as the last guys.
Oh, well, she's not staying with the nuns as far as I'm aware.
I don't trust nuns. They're mostly because they hate me on sight. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the facial tattoos, and he kind of gestures offhandedly at his chin.
I don't really know that I've met any nuns, so...
So you've met none?
I suppose that is correct. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, at least everything's gone okay so far. Yes.
How long is this trip to,
As technology?
About 45 minutes. And it looks like it's not in a bad part of town. It's not in the best part of town. And it's definitely looks like a server farm of some description.
Alright, so
What's
when...
a server farm?
Cipher?
She stops licking the back of the seat. Who's talking to her?
Terrence.
Terry wants to know what a server farm is.
Is that where we're going?
That's apparently what As Technologies is.
Oh, a server... Yeah. It's just a place that's got a lot of servers in it. It's not like they're all roaming around free.
Not free-range servers.
They're not... I mean, it's just a bunch of computers all hooked into each other.
Alright.
And they're just called server farms. I mean, they're not being milked or anything, is that, if that's what you're asking?
Do you need to water them?
Why would you water a server? My God,
Is it
man.
irrigated because it's a farm?
I handed this to the expert. Both in character and person, and this is what we get.
Well, I guess it's good he told us it's not like a real farm. Because, you know, we thought it was.
It's not a real farm, I can guarantee you that. Anyway,
Then why is it called a farm? Can you grow more? Do they duplicate themselves?
Well, they might add on to the servers, but no. It's just a lot of servers all put in the same building together. And because of the amount of hate that they produce, they have to use these customized air conditioners and air condition the rooms. The amount of power that these things suck up.
Huh.
Hey, maybe that's why they call them farms.
Farms
I'm not
known
gonna
Anyway.
for sucking up
Cypher,
power.
for a moment, because of your accent, I thought you said because of the amount of hate they produce.
Hate. When things get hot, they build up a lot of hate.
Yes, server farms are actually this big building full of servers that just generate hatred.
No, not hatred. Hate.
Does this server farm host tweeter, by the way.
Tweeter?
Instead of
What's
Twitter.
this tweeter you speak of?
Tweeter, where you twit?
A social networking platform? I don't use it.
Alright, well, for our purposes, a server farm is a neutral meeting ground. So,
That is
Alright.
curious.
well, when we get there, you two can take Tracy to meet the Sisters of Mercy, and I have to go do something else. What?
Why do I have to go get to see the Sisters of Mercy? Boring old nuns.
Well, what-
Take me to the farm.
I can't do that.
Why?
Because I'm doing things.
She's doing the secret hacker thing that she doesn't want
I
you to
can
know
be in
about.
the background that I can just like be doing, and she's like waving her arms. Like, I'm over here
Yeah,
doing
you're gonna
this
look
and
over
stuff.
my shoulder and be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And it's
No,
No.
I'm not going to be looking at
Okay,
your shoulder.
not at my shoulder.
Or over it, or even near it. I'll be in the other room
What? Okay,
if there is such a thing.
as another room. Terry, what do you?
At the
I
farm.
don't know at the farm. I don't know if Terry wants to go see these nuns on his own either.
Terrence, can I go to the farm?
I'm gonna say that you already agreed not to mess with Wren's stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can find a coffee shop nearby this place in case Wren is taking a while with her whatever it is that she's doing and we end up finished before she is.
So that's a no.
Well, Cipher said it shouldn't take too long with what she gave me, so if I'm taking a very long time, that probably means that something has gone horribly wrong and you should go back to Counterstroke. And tell Mr.
If something
Frennyman.
goes horribly wrong, we're gonna look for you.
Huh. I'm sure it won't.
Can't we just like break into the building riding on white horses and rescue you?
Where are you getting horses, Cipher?
Metaphorically.
Metaphorical horses for the server farm.
Well, the
Or-
car's got horsepower. So,
Or
yeah, horses.
illusionary, because I'm not going to drive my car through a building.
Well, why don't we just operate under the... Oh, yes, okay. I understand what that means. Under the assumption that everything will go fine. And hope it does. Right?
The Mandarin Oranges segments.
Oh.
Cypher's licking the back of the seat again.
I'm sure Tracy has got a great first impression of all these people arguing about server farms and licking car seats.
She's far too polite to ever show how disgusted she is with all of us.
That is absolutely true. If she has any disgust, she is doing a very polite, keep it within.
She's like, couldn't they have hired anyone else?
And Cypher's like, wow, such acceptance this lady has. She's so cool.
But she might be. That's the thing that's hard to know.
Maybe she wants me to lick her side of the seat. I don't know.
That sounds very much like a euphemism.
That's an odd assumption to make, just because someone's not actively telling you don't lick someone else's car seat, that they want you to lick the seat they're sitting in.
Terrence is going to get to the point where he starts, like, suddenly tapping on the brakes so Cipher smacks her face off of the seat.
I think Cypher's going to get the hit. Do I need to roll for that? Tongue biting.
Oh, and Cipher bleeds out.
And Cipher gets a despair. She's now in the front seat.
She's now in the front seat. And then Terrence is yelling at her for not wearing a seatbelt. Yep. Sounds right.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no seatbelts in these old cars, is there?
Yes, there are.
There are still seatbelts. It's not that old.
Cipher's not wearing one.
I
course
assumed
she
she wasn't.
We're gonna get in a car accident one day and we're all gonna die because Cipher's gonna turn into a projectile weapon.
Take out Wren and Terrence on the way through the front seat. Really?
Then who's gonna feed all the cats, Cipher?
Dylan?
Dylan!
No!
Dylan doesn't know where my
He's
cat
around.
lives.
Oh, goodness. Alright, guys.
Maybe Marla knows.
Mala doesn't know.
Shadowrun, a slice of life adventure in a dystopian future, starring Becca as Terry the Mage, RavenInsane as Cipher the Hacker, Emily as Wren the Thief, and Ghost as the GM. The excellent Shadowrun is produced by Catalyst Game Labs. The Genesys rule set comes from Fantasy Flight Games, and many of the sounds and music comes from Sirenscape, which is an amazing tool for bringing more life to your game table. This has been a Crit Fail production.